Okay, they just here for years, it's the Mizzle show. Always checking in, cause you know we love sports. Ayy, they just hit 100 subs, it's time they get some out. Ayy, yeah, just two brothers, yeah, y'all. Come tune in, they got guests, they got others, yeah, y'all. Press it in chat, they got talks like no others, yeah, y'all. Cause it's a family up in here, we love each other, yeah, y'all. Let's see what they say tonight, yeah. It's the Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show, yeah, Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show. It's the Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show, yeah, Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show.
I mean, look at this guy looking like Kirk Cousins. Kirk O'Change right now, huh?
Nah, more like
Man,
I call this my DMX chain.
my man turns 42 years old and he put on the bling bling.
Well, actually, I've had this since last year. I only bust this out on special occasions.
That's the
Which,
the purpose of what I'm trying to talk about, Kirk.
well, special thanks to Mom for buying this chain for her son.
Well, here. I saved this last shot before we got going.
Well,
For your. I know it's Friday, but
yeah,
happy birthday,
Friday
brother.
the last. Thank you. The last Friday the 13th of 2024, which of course I know two people, and you and I both know one that lives for this doggone holiday.
I slightly live for it myself. I got a Friday the 13th shirt in the closet.
So happy Jason Voorhees Day for those that love the Voorhees of Jason and Camp
Yes.
Crystal Lake.
Yes.
But real quickly for those that took the time out of their day to send me birthday wishes as
You're
I
welcome.
now put the pen and paper to chapter 42. I say thank you. I say God bless you, and I say I love you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And stay classy, Santa Clara, as now your season has come to an end.
Yo, what's up with the player not is so he didn't want to play because Greenlaw came back and took the position that was mainly his when he started the season?
I don't know why. Well, first off, let's just call it what it is.
Spade to
Mr.
spade.
Mr. Campbell practically has sucked all year anyway. So that goes without saying, if you will. Um, but I mean, basically, what he just did, he should never be playing padded football ever again in his life. Because
Well, not for your
what?
organization at least.
Well, just in football period. Because what team is gonna take a flyer on you when you do that crap?
Well, somebody will. There's
Well,
always you know how this world is, given that you always are given second chances,
oh,
and so
and again,
he will be
I,
given
I'm
that second chance somewhere.
I'm all for that because God gives us chance after chance after chance when we ask for it. So trust me, I do understand. However, Larry Grant, former 49er, basically said on X, aka Twitter, he said Campbell on some sucker shit. He done he done deserve to wear the red and gold. How you handle adversity defines you as a man, which it does. It, and then what? And then Tre'Davious Ward,
Just
who,
went ham.
yeah,
Just kept it real, 100.
yeah, and I mean, this is a man that had to bury his 1 year old baby girl.
And he's out there battling.
Man shouldn't even be playing the rest of this season.
He's a better man than I am.
Yeah,
I'd have been done,
yeah,
cooked,
yeah. And I
flambéed.
and I would have totally understood it. Because I mean, I know if I was
Well,
kind of like,
as a human being, you understand.
yeah,
And
now
and this is not knocking anything. I'm saying for someone you don't have a kid, but you understand. Like I said,
absolutely,
you have a ton of nieces and nephews, but you
yes,
understand the aspect of that. I mean, losing someone, period. You
yeah.
go through that, but a
I mean,
child.
we just had a friend of ours that just lost his grandmother.
Hell, I'm
and
still grieving on my grandmother. She passed when I was 15 years old.
and and, and of course, I loved Murder's Crane like she was my own grandmother, and in turn, she loved our family. Um,
Yeah.
and like you just said, like I said, 2 weeks from now, I'll be in my feelings because it'll be 33 years since I lost mine, and I was 9.
And I'll be
She,
waiting for that. I'll be waiting for that text or phone call.
so
No, 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 no. Yeah, I know you said that, but it'll be the same way next month.
mm-hmm.
On my grandmother's birthday, I'll be reaching out to you because we have, you know,
There's an understanding, but
yes.
I mean, just and I mean, really, what can you and then George Kittle pretty much just said what he said, um, because I mean, you did not want to play after Greenlaw's injury. Okay, first off, even for Dre Greenlaw wanting to come back and even wanting to play in this game,
Straight up.
shows you what
Straight
kind
up.
of shows you what kind of a
He
man
could have
he
took the
is.
season off. There was well, you guys were still fighting for the playoffs, so I understand.
There was still an outside chance, but they pretty much had to win all out to win the division and hope the
Well, it's over
Rams
now.
and the
You're done. You're
Seahawks. Yeah, season's over.
hey hey hey
But
hey, hey, hey Dub.
oh, make sure you have some Cool Ranch Doritos ready for me.
Hey, I got Cool Ranch Doritos. I got your Crown Apple ready. Hell, look, I even got your little six packs of your little six pack little Coca Colas you like to buy when you come home.
Hey, we can do plenty of shows talking about who might make it to New Orleans because it damn sure will not be the Santa Clara 49ers as they lost 12-6 to
This is the first time in these two teams playing each other that there was not a touchdown scored
yeah.
in their history. Not a
Yeah,
touchdown scored.
I think the last time that happened was the first time they played each other back in the '89 season, which oddly
You
enough
could be right.
to which the Rams won at Candlestick. I think the final score was like 12-9 if I'm not mistaken.
So looks like I was right in my lone wolf.
Oh yeah, yeah. Bragging rights belong to you in regards to the start to Week 15, as
Yeah.
the Rams do go to 8-6, still have a great chance to still win the AFC NFC West. Because they do have one more game against the Seahawks, and at it stands, they hold the tiebreaker over the
Ooh.
Seahawks with the win in overtime that they had a few weeks ago. So
Hey,
there
hey,
is
hey. Shout out to the three people that are watching us right now. Well,
oh
two
yeah,
now, but shout out to at 1:43 a.m. Hey, appreciate that. I promise you, it won't be a long show. We'll probably make hell if we make 30 minutes, it might be a
might be a
thing.
miracle.
But we
But
do appreciate the chime in. But run it down
oh
first,
yes,
brother. Oh, that's
absolutely,
fine. No.
absolutely. But I mean, really not much. You know what? Well, yes, you
I guess
are, and
what's your passion right now? Just
you
give it.
well,
Just give it. Just.
oh
Oh yes, in the AZ.
yeah, they are in the Mountain
Love
Time
it.
Zone.
Go ahead and
Um,
go ham on your team right now, brother. Go ahead. Go ahead.
there's there
Go ahead.
there's really nothing to go ham about because again, it's
Maybe Debo.
oh I will get to Tyshawn Raekwon in a second because that's who he's been all season. He's not been Debo. He's been Tyshawn Raekwon Samuel. That's what he's been. However, um, the elements did play a part in the first half. The Niners
Oh, the
defense
rain
when
was
Green,
the rain was
yeah,
stupid.
the rain was ridiculous. Um, so I mean, 14 for 31 passing against 14 for 31 passing. It is what it is. Um, but there were some drops. Some of that
Oh, Debo.
we're getting to him. But I mean, there were some drops by Jennings. But again, elements played a part. But it's just again what what you don't do good always rears its ugly head,
hmm
especially in critical games during the season. Now,
Mhm.
it is amazing how the Rams won this game and they went 0 for 3 in the red zone.
It was that Brock Purdy interception, bro.
Oh
That's
yeah.
what that's what that's exactly what won the game for the Rams. It
Yes.
wasn't nothing. It
No.
wasn't nothing that the Rams did
No.
special.
No.
It wasn't nothing.
No.
It was the Niners beat themselves. That interception sealed the deal.
Yes. Well,
And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I Al Davis fist pump when I saw that.
of course you did. Well, like I
Mm-mm,
said, when
mm-mm.
when I was talking to Little Big
Not for
Brother, and
many reasons that you think for. It's because I'm chasing your ass.
I know, trust me, there's more than one reason. But again, like I said, I got the birthday version of F Your Team from Dad and Little Big Brother today when they called me.
Oh, oh, pops gave it to you
Oh yes. Well, first off, he said "Happy Birthday, Cosell," which already made the call
the
official,
day.
and
Yes.
then F Your Team. And
Oh,
I said,
basically like in my video then.
pretty much, pretty much. But I mean, realistically, in a sense, Kyron Williams won this game for the Rams with his running.
He was running hard.
29 carries, 108 yards, and
That's
basically
back to
set up.
back 20 plus carries under a week.
Yeah, in a short week at that.
That's
And
what I mean.
the
Under a
fact
week.
that you had one team that scored 38 in the Niners the previous week. The
When you played
Rams
the Bears.
score the Rams exactly, but my point is
45?
the Rams scored 44
44.
against the Bills, and thus it's a 12-6 game, and it's like, well,
But you know what though? Another kind of game, or any other teams playing that kind of game, we just said this Thursday night football game was shitty. But technically, this wasn't really a shitty football game.
no, it wasn't. I mean,
It was not.
the
Break it
Rams
down,
went
Brendan.
the Rams went 4 for 15 on third down.
Ouch.
Niners went 3 for 12. But it was
Even
the
bigger
fourth
ouch.
down play. But it was the fourth down play that won it, along with that one bad pass by Purdy. Because in the first half, they were training punts.
Yeah.
They were training punts. But again, and you know what? We normally save this for quarterbacks. But you, Tyshawn, Raekwon, Samuel,
Are we calling his
You.
drop? Are we calling his drop to Scott Mitchell?
you get
Wait,
the
wait.
Scott Mitchell Award.
I have music to go with this. Keep talking. I have music to keep talking.
Because you doing all that complaining, all that bitching,
Kind of funny.
talking about I'm frustrated and haven't gotten the ball, haven't had the chance to, get the ball, this, that, and the third.
All that.
And parts of this game, yes, Purdy was trying to force feed you the ball. I don't know why B Rabbit is still trying to use him as a running back and has forgotten how to hit the hole now. All right. Then, as this Scott Mitchell Award is brought to you by the Beats of the Super Dope Beatmaker, 17KD, which, by the way, follow all his outlets: YouTube, Discord, Twitter, SoundCloud. But no. So then when Brock Purdy finally decided to throw the football, and the throw was right on the money, it just so happened to just hit you in the wrong spot.
What does our dad say?
Hit him in the hands, hit him in the wrong spot, hit him in the hands. And truth be told, if he makes that catch,
He might get
he
six.
more than likely probably gets in for 6.
Or at least gets in the red zone for
Or
sure.
gets at least inside the 5-yard line, yes. But you wanted the ball, right? You wanted the ball. Now, I will give him credit. He did face the media like a man and answer the question when they asked him about the drop pass, because normally he does not talk to the media.
Facts.
So I give him credit for actually acting like he wears the C on his jersey, and actually, you know, basically said, you know what, my bad. I know better. So maybe you, Tyshawn Raekwon, maybe you need to go back to the Jets machine and learn how to catch a doggone football.
Wow.
Because your quarterback put it right on the smack dab money.
Didn't he? I mean, all he had to do was put the diamond out there.
Yes.
Or wait, you know what? Not that. He could have put the basket out there.
Yeah. Because it was not raining when that happened.
You can't cry for the ball.
The rains
You
stopped. Mizzle has tapped the mic. Oh baby.
You cannot cry for the football and then get the football and then drop the football. It doesn't go hand in hand, ladies and gentlemen. That is not how it goes. I'm not playing the caliber of football that these people are playing caliber football, but there was one football game that my brother was involved in, that I was involved in. I was playing quarterback. The dude was like, "You're not throwing me the ball. I'm open."
Mizzle put it right where it was supposed to be. And it hit him in the wrong spot.
I never threw him the ball the rest of the fucking game. So here's to say that a person that's getting paid money to catch the football, crying for the football, and didn't catch the football. You can't do that. You can't do that. So, ladies and gentlemen, this segment of the Scott Mitchell Award that my brother has bought goes to Deebo Samuel. And the new music in the background for when we bring this award is done by yours truly, Mr. Zordak Sama, Mr. KD himself, 17 KD. Yes, indeed.
So,
good segment, bro.
Yes.
That was a good call. I didn't know that we were gonna bring a wide receiver into it because normally it's the quarterback.
It's normally the quarterback, but when you cry for the football,
yes.
When you talk, you best to write the check, because if you don't, you going to get it inherit.
Well, you know the saying. We grew up knowing this. When you talk the talk, you got to walk that.
You got to walk it.
Well, he was doing a whole lot of talking, and his hands was not doing.
You've been doing a whole lot of dancing with the boombox all year long, and you ain't, and your production ain't done jack yet.
Is it about time is it about time to discontinue that? Is it about time?
They should have discontinued that.
No, 100%. I'm just saying. So I'm
okay.
Yeah.
When you're not winning, when you're blowing 10-point leads, if I was Kyle Shanahan, I would be like Steve Kerr, break a damn clipboard. I'm breaking that damn boombox. Because I'd be like, you guys are not focused on the task at hand, and the task at hand is winning.
It's more showboating than playing football, especially when you got a player in your team that's not about. That wasn't a team, bro. He's not a team player. He quit on y'all.
Yeah, he quit
in the third quarter.
But
the game was still manageable in the third quarter.
But then again,
on y'all,
Campbell has sucked all season.
I understand that, but to literally just shut down.
Hey. And I'm pretty sure this will be dissected on every sports show tomorrow, especially in the Bay Area. I am specifically listening to Bonte and Chasky on the Morning Roast tomorrow, because I know both of those guys are gonna go ham.
Well,
especially,
you know it's gonna hit New York too. It's gonna hit First Take.
Oh yeah,
because Kyle Shanahan had to speak about it. It was brought up in the locker room, but that's you don't do that.
No,
you are getting paid good. Somebody else right now that's sitting on the couch would be in the position that you're in right now, and you refuse to go out there and play a football game when you were not getting blown out. You were not.
No.
The game was still manageable. And the third quarter? Now, another thing that we can possibly say was something going on up here. Because you know that's what the what's the next thing that's going to be.
That is a possibility, but I mean, as much crap as I give him, Bosa was out there trying to play for his team and trying to help his team win, playing on a dog on oblique. Okay, like I said, Drain Greenlaw's been waiting all year to get back, and he was foaming at the mouth to get back out there, but the Niners had to protect him from himself. And
even in his press conference, he was like, "Man, I just want to get out there and hit somebody." That's what I love about football. I can just get out there and hit somebody.
Yeah, he is. Dre Greenlaw is the soul of that defense. Fred Warner's the heartbeat. Dre Greenlaw's the soul. Bless you.
Thank you.
But now, if I'm the Niners, like I said, Fred Warner, you're an all-time Niner. You've played hurt all year. Take their season off. Get your ankle work.
Yeah.
Get your ankle work on. Come back for 2025. You got nothing to prove.
Yeah, taking this L tonight is like, all right, it's time to see what the kids can do.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much nothing that you can play for right now.
Let the young guys get in there and get some experience. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Nothing wrong with that at all. I mean, there's really nothing more you can say. It was the season, and again, I just don't understand why it has to happen to my team, because again, Chiefs lose the Super Bowl, they get back to the AFC title game. Bengals lose the Super Bowl, they get back to the conference title game. Eagles lose, even though they crapped the bed the second half of the season last year, they still qualify for the playoffs and made the playoffs. Even though, yes, Tampa Bay did beat that ass tremendous, they still got to the playoffs. But yet, when it comes to my team that I've been rooting for since 1986, for the last 38 years of my 42 years of life, why must it always be them that has to go? Okay, now granted, yes, injuries happen to all teams at many different points and times in the season. No question about that. But yet, for some reason, when it comes to my team losing Super Bowls, it just wants to hit them twice as hard. Now, again, not making any excuses, because you play with what you have. That's just how it is in football. You play with what you have. It's the next man up mentality. That's just what you do. But
this man is saying all this to a goddamn Raider fan. And I'm supposed to have some form of kind of sympathy.
No, I'm not. I am not asking for sympathy.
No, I know. I'm trying to be the laugh of the show. But no. Say if there's somebody, the statement where someone says, when somebody says something, I know how you feel, and slightly they don't know how you feel. Oh, I know how you feel. I watched my team play in the Super Bowl in 2002, and they ain't been shit. Well, 2016 was a chance.
Okay, 2016, 2021, only two times. They still made the playoffs. But I mean, 2016 will forever be the great unknown, because that team could score.
They were cooking, and the defense was pretty damn not.
And they could score, bad. And they could score. But I mean, hell, Khalil Mack was just.
Derek Carr would have won the MVP that year.
He was going to be the MVP.
He was the leading candidate to win. And that's the reason why Jack Del Rio got fired, because he took.
I mean, you've told this you've told the story before, but
Yeah.
it's just that particular team will always be the grinder. Now, I'm not gonna say they would have gone to the Super Bowl, but I will say
They would have made it interesting.
they possibly could have gotten to the AFC Championship game.
That's what I'm saying. If they would have made it interesting.
But I mean that offense was fun to watch. It was.
Derek Carr and Michael Crabtree was cooking.
Yeah, but they made the dumb mistake of not retaining Bill Musgrave as offensive coordinator. That was that was the one move that set back the offense was not keeping him. And I'm pretty sure if Del Rio could go back in time, he probably would have kept Bill Musgrave because Bill Musgrave was a very good play caller. Was a long
Well,
time backup in this league, and runs a good
listen
offense.
to his quarterback that wanted his best friend to be the offensive coordinator. You see how far that went.
Yeah, but at least one of my teams gave me a nice birthday gift.
The
Macklin
Sharks.
Celebrini with 2 goals as the Sharks beat the Blues in St. Louis 4-3 to get their
Let's
11th in the
go.
season.
Let's
Celebrini with
go.
2 goals and 1 assist.
Yes.
Um, Wallman had the other goal, and Toffoli had the other goal for the Sharks. So the Sharks getting a nice win on my personal holiday over the Blues 4-3. Golden Knights in overtime in Winnipeg beat the Jets 3-2. Maple Leafs in Toronto beat the Ducks 3-2. Um, I think the Penguins laid out some frustration on the Canadians 9-2.
Oh,
Penguins
you
all over
think?
Montreal.
You
Um,
think?
yeah, just a little bit. Devils beat the Kings 3-1. Flyers beat the Red Wings 4-1. In overtime, the Capitals beat the Blue Jackets 2-1. Islanders beat the Blackhawks 5-4. Predators beat the Stars 4-1. And I'm pretty sure Cuz is very happy as his beloved Edmonton Oilers go into Minnesota and put 7 on the Wild. 7-1 the final score. Utah going into yeah, right. Exactly. Utah getting the win over Colorado 4-1. Lightning putting up 8 on the Flames in Calgary. 8-3 the final score.
Okay.
Canucks pits a shutout against the defending Stanley Cup champions 4-0, and the Kraken lay the Kraken on the Boston Bruins by a final score of 4-1. That was your Thursday on the ice. And in the association, only 3 games. Celtics put it on the Pistons 123-99.
As they should.
Boston gets their 20th win of the season. Peyton Pritchard led the way with Boston for 27 off the bench, shooting 10
Off
of
the
20
bench, right?
from the
Right?
floor. 23
Right?
for White, 19 for Porzingis, Holiday with 12, Brown with 14. As Jason Tatum did not play due to an illness, but Pritchard said, "I got you. Hold my beer." Holland had 26 to lead the Pistons off the bench, as the Pistons go to 10-16 on the year. Heat beat the Raptors 114-104. Bam had 21 and 16.
Mm.
Tyler Hero led the way with 23. Jimmy Butler had 11 and 5 as he continues to be mentioned in trade rumors. Jovic and Smith had 14 and 11 respectively. Miami goes to 13 and 10, or Toronto goes to 7 and 19 on the
Oof.
season. And the Pelicans and the Kings do light the beam from the dang Sacramento sheet metal.
Bonus.
Diamantis Sabonis, 32 points, 20 rebounds. As the Kings literally by a deuce get by the Pelicans by a final score of 111-109. DeRozan had 29, Murray had 18, Fox had 18, Monk had 5, and Herter and Ellis added 9 points off the bench respectively. For Sacramento, CJ McCollum had 36. In losing cause, Murray had 5, Murphy the third had 21. As the Kings go back to 500 at 13 and 13, Pelicans at 5 and 21 on the season. Now we do no, that's late. That's later. Okay, but Full slate of games today in the association. Wizards at home again, or Wizards on the road against Cleveland. Sixers at home against the Pacers. Lakers go to the purified waters in Lake Minnetonka to take on the Wolves. Nets in Memphis against the Grizzlies. Hornets in Chicago against the Bulls. Clippers and Nuggets. You can catch that on NBA TV from altitude at Ball Arena. Suns in Utah against the Jazz. Spurs in Portland against the Trailblazers. And that's your slate for later on today on this Friday, 13th edition of 2024.
Oh, yeah.
And UNLV has found their replacement for Barry Odom as Dan Mullins.
With that one.
As Dan Mullins will leave the broadcast booth of ESPN and head on to UNLV. Of course, he coached at Mississippi State and at Florida. Was under Urban Meyer and the Urban Meyer coach tree. So Dan Mullins leaving the booth in Bristol to get back on the sideline and looking to win with the Rebels of UNLV. So that's interesting news, if you will. And of course, this weekend we got Saturday night's main event returning to NBC. Definitely cannot wait.
I will be locked in
that.
because I believe the wingtip belt is coming out for one time and one time only.
One time only. That would be awesome.
Exactly.
But Rams go to 8-6. They get the win. They defeat the 49ers 12-6. The Rams getting the season sweep against the Niners for the first time in a long time. And well, there you have it. So there is another doubleheader of Monday night games coming to you on Monday. Of course, the Falcons and Raiders is one game, and the Vikings and the Bears are another.
Kirk Cousins damn near gonna throw for 500 yards,
and you still might lose.
They better not lose.
He's like, damn it, I want to stay with that number one draft pick.
You suck this long. Why start fucking winning now? Hold on to the damn pick.
Hey, you don't. Hey, I'm not gonna argue that.
You know what I said? Lose competitively. Make the game competitive and lose. That's it.
Although I say this, we got some real interesting games coming up to you this Sunday. A couple of matchups I want to point out: the Bills and the Lions in Detroit. That possibly could be a Super Bowl 59 preview.
I don't know who to pick on that one, man.
Now, that game, I really am torn. Seriously, I really am torn.
Me, you, and Chris might have to have a huddle. We might actually have to discuss this game.
There might have to be a film session study. Also, in addition to that, Buccaneers and Chargers in Inglewood, that is an interesting matchup. And the Battle of the Keystone State in Philadelphia between the Steelers and the Eagles. That ought to be...
you know what game I'm looking forward to?
What's that?
Christmas.
Steelers and Chiefs?
You damn right.
Yeah. Well, Netflix, I want to make sure you hear me. You're about to have the defending Super Bowl champions, the Swifties, taking on the 6-time Super Bowl champion Steelers. Y'all better not mess this up with this buffering because you will never hear the end of it from NFL fans.
Black Friday. They did good with Black Friday. That game did not buffer.
It did not. So good job. No, that was Prime Video that did the Black Friday game.
The Raiders and Chiefs was on Prime Friday?
It was on Prime Video. Yes, it was
Never
on.
mind.
And okay. I just found out that one of the wildcard games will be on Prime Video.
Yes, indeed. Wait a minute.
Mason, go to bed.
Do not come on the Mizzle and Dub show speaking blasphemy. We don't speak that on here.
His beloved Patriots are playing the Arizona Cardinals in Arizona. Which Mason, you should make that drive up there to Glendale.
They should win that game. Undoubtedly.
They should, but
yeah, right.
This NFL season has been wacky as it is anyway. But hey, it really is 5 o'clock somewhere because currently it's 5 o'clock on the East Coast.
Well, let's give it to him.
But 35 minutes, that's good enough. As again, Rams beat the Niners, going for a draft spot. Well,
See, that's what I say about my Raiders.
he wants Travis Hunter. So
Ooh.
Mason wants the Patriots to draft Travis Hunter. Wouldn't be a bad pick.
Him and Drake May.
Yeah,
You can see that. You can see that.
it definitely would give Drake May a legit target to throw to for sure.
100%.
But it is that time for your boys. It's been a long day, but again, thank you to all that wished me a happy birthday. God bless all of you. I love you all. And to the next chapter. So with that said, thank you for watching this super quick rapid fire edition of Mizzle Dub Show number 279, as we are now 20 away from our 300th episode. Good Lord. But for Mizzle, I'm Cosell saying thank you for watching, and it is 5 o'clock some damn where, and you have been watching number 279 of the Mizzle Dub Show, and that deserves a mini baby yeet.
Man, I hope you enjoyed your birthday, though, brother. I really hope you did.
I did. Grateful the good Lord allowed me to see another year. And now we're just going to put the pen and paper to it.
Yes, sir.
And good job, Warriors, are not going to Vegas.
Hey, you know what? Damn right. Damn right. Good night or good morning. And stay safe and drive safe on those roads.
Good morning, Canada.
It's slippery. Yeah.